Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the garage doing another install on the rig. Today we're going to be putting on a front camera, the Anytime front camera. Shoutouts to Running for Tacos and their A+ customer service for getting this to me really quick. If you guys are interested in this, by the end of the video I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys. So they got it to me super quick, but it's been sitting in my garage for about a month now because I have been dreading doing this install just because of all this wiring. So this is everything that comes in the kit. You can tell there's a bunch of wiring. This is why I've kind of just been putting it off, because I hate doing wiring. But I've been doing some research. It seems like it's an easy task. It should be pretty quick. What comes in the kit is all this wiring, the front camera, some spacers to angle your camera, and a auxiliary switch, front, rear. So this is going to go into one of these spaces over here. The only one I have open is this one, so it's going to be a shorter switch that goes in right there. Doesn't fit there, it's too tall, and I have no switches here like some people do. They're all filled up. So without further ado, let's just get into installing it. Let's get into ripping apart the truck. If you're not comfortable doing stuff like this, I would suggest finding someone to do it for you, because it does require you to tear apart this whole inside part. So I'm gonna try super hard to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Just with all this wiring, it's inevitably just gonna be very hard to keep track of everything. And I'm gonna try my best to show you guys exactly what to do. Hopefully you don't get lost. If you do, as always, leave a comment down the bottom and I'll get back to you guys. But like I said, with all this wiring, stuff is inevitably just gonna go crazy. So let's get to tearing this apart. The first thing you're gonna do is take off this whole dash area. Okay, so that just all pops off pretty easily. So from here, there's just 4 10mm bolts here, 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 and here. Just gonna take those all off. From there, you should just be able to pop this out and get to the back, the meat of everything where you need to be. So as you can probably see, it already looks kind of crazy. That's what I'm saying. I was dreading this project. So you're gonna take this wire that looks like so. You're gonna take this middle one out. Try not to get all mixed up with all these wires that are already here. You link that middle one out. Take this wire, take the male, plug it into the female. Make sure you get it the right way. And then take this button, the male part, shove it back into the middle part. This is already getting to the point where I didn't want to do this stuff. I should have just got someone to do it for me. So this one with the orange wire, I don't know if you'd see that, orange wire goes into this one. It's gray on mine. It's the far right one from where you're looking at. Just unplug this one. If you can get it. Unplug this one on the right. Plug this one to this one. And then plug this back in to where it was. Easy to get tripped up because there's so much wiring going on. And this is why I didn't want to do this, and I left it in my garage for a month. So that should be cool. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your wiring with the relay and connect that to these connectors. The only male one you have is going to go to the only female one that's here. And then the one connector with the black line, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that one goes to the only male connector back there. This last one is going to go to this wiring harness or wiring thingamajig, and then plug in like so. But we're just going to have to snake this through the little grommet that's under the dash that everyone runs their wires through. We're going to do that first, snake it up all the way through, and then have it come out from here, and then we're going to connect this. So we're going to take this side with the connector and then go back here. There's a little grommet right in there. I think you can see it. We're just going to snake it through that. We're going to snake it through there and into the dash. So I don't know if you can tell, but in there, I just snuck it through there to the side. I just pulled it to the side. That's what I did with my other switch when I had it in there. You can poke a hole in it, do whatever you want. I just went through the side and I pulled it through. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, run it up all the way under and through this hole. So I went through and I fed this wire all the way up through under the dash and connected it here. The one male to the last female. So now you're just going to take your switch harness, the one that actually goes to the switch, and then wire it up. It's fairly straightforward. Just match all the colors together with butt connectors and it should look something like this. After everything's said and done, red wire to red wire, orange to orange, blue to blue, gray to gray, green to green. The only thing that should be open is this ground wire, and we're going to handle that in a second. So from here, you're basically just going to take all this wiring, tuck it in, route it down through here, and then I already went ahead and took off this plastic as well as this plastic here to expose some stuff. We're gonna have to get back up into here, take this off, take this whole portion off to get to this dead switch area to put in our switch, and then we also still have to ground these wires. And that ground, I think, is gonna go somewhere in here. I just have to look for it. I think it's this one. We're gonna ground it right in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a 1 bolt right here where I'm probably gonna ground it to, and that should be it. So there's one 10 millimeter here, 2 more 10 millimeters on the bottom side. Take those off and it should just pop off like so. I'm not gonna unplug anything just because I don't trust myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run those wires through down to here. And then also you can pop this out now. This is the little dead switch thing. Throw that away. You can throw your new switch in there now. So new switch should just pop right in. Hopefully. There you go. So you have your front, rear, nice and done. So let's run those wires now. So what I did here was splice together the black from the switch and the black from the relay into one wire. This is going to be our ground wire. I know it's red. I didn't have any black wire left over. This is just 14 gauge red wire. So you can see I went ahead and grounded it there. I'm going to fix this. No worry. Don't worry. I'm going to fix that. All this wiring. From here, you're pretty much done with everything on the inside. I'm going to leave it all loose just in case I need to do something else later. Now you're just going to go to the front and then figure out where you want to mount your camera and plug it into this. So this is where your camera is going to plug into. So I've been told you only need to ground it. You don't need a red wire. So you're not going to use this. Just electrical tape this up and then ground this wire. And then you should be good to test. So according to these instructions, I'm going to be mounting mine horizontally. I'm going to go ahead and cut the purple wire and cut the white wire. So I went ahead and grounded this. I went ahead and cut the white and purple wire off the little loops and connected it here. So in theory, I should be able to test it. So I kind of flubbed this earlier, but you're supposed to connect this red wire right here from this connector to the green wire. Make sure to do that. But yeah, we should be able to test this now. So turn on your car, auxiliary, beep beep beep, because we are outside. So you should be able to just click forward, and then you see the front camera. It's just sitting on the hood over there. Rear camera, rear camera. Nice. With everything on the inside done, I'm just gonna go ahead and first of all clean up this wiring and then go ahead and mount your camera. What I'm gonna do is, there's kind of only one spot for me to be able to mount it, and it's right here on the front, just about yay far. So that is where I'm gonna mount it. I'm just gonna drill a hole right down the middle and then shove it in. So I'm just gonna hit this hole right here with some touch-up paint, some black touch-up paint. This is all metal. So I went ahead and put a little sticky part on the back. I'm just gonna feed the wires through. This is pretty much hard mounted there. Still gotta clean up some wiring here, but I did clean up all the wiring that's here, put all the panels back, and now I guess we could try to test it one more time. It's on, everything's on. Close this so we don't get any more beeping. Hit the front button. You got the front camera there. You can see how messy my garage is. Then go back here, hit the bottom switch, which is the rear camera. Go straight to the rear camera, and then normal. If this worked, I should just be able to go into reverse, and it should just work as normal. Works as normal. Park. Still got the continue sign. Hit the front. Hit the front. Goes to the front camera. Hit the rear. Goes to the rear. Everything is working as it should. I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscription button if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, more outdoor stuff, etc. And if you haven't already, hit that like button if you like this video, if you like me. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Peace.